It's 12 a.m. I'm not sleeping, obviously, because I'm a cybersecurity person and we apparently don't do that. I'm going down a GitHub rabbit hole and I land on a tool that takes any Android app on any phone and decompiles it into fully readable source code, hard-coded API keys, backend URLs, authentication logic, all of it, just sitting there. I kept going, found a tool that hooks into a running app's processes in real time and lets you modify its behavior while it's live. Then one that scans an APK and surfaces every credential the developer accidentally buried in the binary. By 2 a.m, I had 7 tabs open and one genuine question. Do Android developers know these tools exist? Because they absolutely should, and so should you.
2 things. Fast. This is educational content for mobile security research and ethical hacking. Every tool in this video is legal to use on devices and applications you own or have explicit written authorization to test. Running these on someone else's app or device without permission is illegal. Just don't. Second, not sponsored. None of these developers or companies paid for any placement here. If something is useful, I'll say why. If it has limitations worth knowing, I'll say that too. We're not a PR machine. Let's go.
Tool 1 is MobSF, the Mobile Security Framework. And I'm starting here because if you want a complete, fully equipped Android security testing lab without spending 3 days configuring individual tools from scratch, this is your answer. MobSF is an open-source automated security testing framework built specifically for mobile applications. You drag and drop an APK into its web interface. That's genuinely the entire setup for basic static analysis, and it runs a full scan automatically. It checks the app manifest for insecure configurations, scans code for hard-coded secrets and vulnerable API calls, analyzes permissions for over-provisioning, and flags weak cryptographic implementations. All of it in a structured, severity-categorized report before you've touched anything manually. Then it goes further. MobSF's dynamic analysis mode runs the app in an emulator while monitoring its live behavior, intercepting network traffic, tracking file system activity, logging API calls in real time. The combination of static and dynamic analysis inside one tool is what makes MobSF the starting point for almost every serious Android security assessment workflow. Real scenario. A security researcher is scoping a bug bounty on a fintech app. They run the APK through MobSF before touching anything else. The static scan flags a hard-coded Google Cloud API key with storage bucket access. 2 minutes of work. Potentially a critical severity finding. That's MobSF operating exactly as intended. It's on GitHub. Search MobSF. Docker is the cleanest way to get it running, and the documentation is genuinely one of the better ones in the open source security space. Tool 2 is Frida, and the reason it carries a reputation in mobile security circles is because of what it actually does, which is something most people genuinely don't expect to be possible. Frida is a dynamic instrumentation toolkit. In plain English, while an Android application is actively running on a real device or an emulator, Frida lets you inject JavaScript into it and interact with its internals live. You can intercept function calls and see exactly what data is being passed. You can modify return values mid-execution. You can read things from memory that never touch a log file. You can watch the app's internal logic execute call by call in real time, in a way that no static analysis will ever replicate. Why does this matter for security? Because a lot of what makes an app secure or insecure only reveals itself at runtime. Certificate pinning logic doesn't sit neatly labeled in decompiled code. It executes on startup. Root and emulator detection checks trigger dynamically. Authentication bypass vulnerabilities require understanding exactly what happens between user input and the authorization decision. Frida is how security researchers actually investigate those things in authorized assessments. The scripting is in JavaScript, so if you have any JS background, the learning curve is manageable. There's also a large community of pre-written Frida scripts for common research tasks, which means you don't have to build from zero. Available at frida.re and on GitHub. Genuinely one of the most powerful tools in mobile security, which is exactly why it's worth understanding properly. Tool 3. And this is the one that tends to make Android developers go quiet when they find out it exists. JADX is a decompiler. It takes any Android APK
and reconstructs readable Java and Kotlin source code from it. And when I say readable, I mean genuinely readable, not garbled bytecode approximations. Actual structured code with class names, method names, and logic you can follow as clearly as reading any normal project. The assumption most developers carry without examining it is that compiled code is protected code. It is not. Android APK files are packaged in a format designed for distribution, not for security. Decompiling one requires a freely available tool and about 30 seconds of your time. What JADX surfaces in that decompiled code is what makes it significant. Internal API endpoint structures the developer assumed were private, authentication token handling, third-party SDK integrations and how they're configured, business logic considered proprietary, and critically, hard-coded credentials, API keys, and secret strings embedded directly in the source and shipped to every device that installed the app. The JADX GUI is excellent. Loads decompiled source into a navigable tree that looks like any IDE project view. You can search across the entire codebase, jump between classes, and filter for specific patterns. For bug bounty, for authorized app assessment, for studying how Android security actually works at the code level, JAD is one of the first tools you learn and one you genuinely never stop reaching for. On GitHub at skylot/Shirakadacum, single download, no complex setup needed. Tool 4 is Drozer, maintained by WithSecure, and this one targets a specific category of Android vulnerability that automated scanners frequently miss and that developers introduce without realizing it. Android apps are built around components, activities, services, content providers, and broadcast receivers. These are how parts of an app communicate internally and how apps interact with each other and the Android system. The problem is that developers sometimes export these components without proper access controls. An exported content provider might allow any app on the device, including a malicious one, to read data it was never supposed to access. An exported activity might allow bypassing the login screen entirely without credentials. Drozer is specifically built to find and interact with these misconfigurations in a methodical way. You install a small agent APK on the target device or emulator, connect it to Drozer's console on your machine, and then you probe the target application's exposed components directly, like you have a live command line into the app's internals. You can enumerate every exported component, test content providers for SQL injection, probe broadcast receivers for intent injection, and attempt to launch unexported activities through indirect paths. The findings Drozer surfaces are the kind that static analysis regularly misses because they require actually interacting with components at runtime. For anyone studying mobile security or doing an authorized Android app penetration test, Drozer gives you a structured, repeatable methodology for an entire vulnerability class that would otherwise require building your own test harness. GitHub at fsecurelabs/Drozer. If you want full setup walkthroughs, device configuration, emulator setup, walking through an actual authorized test app with these tools in action, drop the tool name in the comments. Most requested gets built first. Next video is already in progress.